Hey, what's up y'all? Aaron Smith here, about to go on a bicycle ride. I'm gonna bring y'all along with me. I've got a GoPro here that I've borrowed, and so it's gonna give you a unique view, a view that hopefully I'll be able to give y'all in the future of some of these bike rides. I'm gonna edit it down, or try to. I don't really have any experience doing that. So this is gonna be my first attempt with this GoPro riding the bike. So it's mounted on my helmet, and got my bicycle right here, my artificial leg. But this is kind of my setup. I use this trekking pole here. I use it in my right hand. It's in my left hand now because I'm holding my helmet and the GoPro in the right hand, but I use this to stay upright when I stop and go slow. I need to use it to help me with balance. And then my real leg over here, I broke the ankle recently and it hurts, but this is good physical therapy for it. So all right, let's go. Without further ado, and go for a ride, and we're off. You can see the town from my perspective, my neighborhood. I can't walk very well yet. Gotta really use crutches to walk still. So if I end up having to walk home, I don't want to have to walk far. But the bicycle, this bicycle is like having a crutch because I can lean on it. And when I lean on it, I can walk with more stability, not put so much weight on that healing ankle. So it's kind of a cold day. It's actually probably the coldest day. Yeah, it is definitely the coldest day of fall that we've experienced so far. Y'all are gonna get to see how I move my head. Every direction I turn my head, it turns the camera because the helmet's on my head. So I kind of exaggerate the way I look both ways and how I try to stay vigilant and safe. Always watching for danger, automobiles. Don't want to get hit. Cat on the front porch there. Ooh, got a good headwind right here. Typical. Well, when it's cold like this, it's kind of new for me, dealing with this cold all over again. Come ride with me. Come ride with me. Let's go. It rained last night, so I've got some mud puddles that I have to dodge around. We're just gonna stay on city streets. Very few of those are gravel. Most of them are paved like this. Got some Halloween art out there. But this is my neighborhood, part of it. We're gonna go on up here, close to the highway. Today we're gonna stay south of Highway 82. We're gonna stay west of Grand Avenue. Stay east of Highway 35 and north of California Street. Just gonna kind of circle that perimeter at least once. All right. coming? No, we don't. Back into the headwind we go. Got the American flag right here. This would make a good business. It's for rent. I don't know what they're charging. I just know it's there. And it looks nice. They've got those metal bars to keep the thieves out. So that's good. Oh, I forgot to turn on my Strava. Oh, we got a big truck here. I'm gonna turn on my Strava here. There we go. I'm gonna start the Strava right now. That's neat. They made a building, an air-conditioned building out of that big storage container. I don't know where they're delivering it. So this is Culberson, pretty busy street. But we can cross, Here we go. So there's my cell phone. I don't know if y'all can see it. Got my Strava turned on. It maps my ride for me. Looks like I'm going about 9 miles an hour right now. And we're gonna go up here to Star Street and turn left. $10 miles an hour, 10.4. Tells me my speed, my distance, my map. Helps me map my route, as Strava does. So I'm gonna turn off the screen, save some battery life. There we go. When I'm interested in how far I've gone, then I'll turn the screen back on and look, but I don't need it on all the time. Okay, so here's Star Street. Good little hill right here, but we're going down it, so let's see how fast we go. Well, we're going into a wind. We're not trying to go fast, but without pedaling into a headwind, I'm already going 13 miles an hour, now 14. On down to a slower speed. That's a new hotel right here, Fairfield Inn Suite by Marriott. Brand new. Used to be a big field right here, so we're gonna go through this smooth parking lot. Smooth parking lot. Highway 35 right here, Interstate 35. We don't want to get on that service road. See how busy it is? We don't want to get in that. We don't want to get into that. We don't want to mess with that. All right. Kind of going downhill. Not really pedaling at all. Sailing along. Sailing along. All right. So now we got a car right there. Got to watch out for it. Outdoor Motorsports is right here. They sell ATVs, four-wheelers, motorcycles. They keep their inventory in the back right here, and they're probably having trouble with theft because every time, a lot of times I ride by here and there's employees walking around the perimeter, just kind of patrolling. And you see they've made a path that looks like a sidewalk, just walking around over and over again. So My guess is they have a security concern, so they're just alternating shifts patrolling around this facility to deter theft. Which is a good idea. It's a good idea in this environment. All right, so now we've got a hill to climb, this little hill. After we cross this little road, this is where I use the trekking pole on these hills. I just kind of gear it down. Even into a headwind, I can have, it's no problem making it up a hill like this. I just use my pole and it helps me with balance and thrust. Y'all hear that tapping? It's me using this pole to just kind of push myself along, which I do sometimes going up the difficult hills. Slow children play. That means I need to slow down. Got a school right here, elementary. Well, it's like a daycare. I don't know what the age range is, but there's small kids at that school. So my house is right in the center of this neighborhood. What I'm doing is basically just going out around my house. Kind of like if my house is the heart of the neighborhood, then this is probably like the legs and the arms and the head, kind of outlining the perimeter of the body of my neighborhood. Mill and Scott Street. Got a brand new fire station, a new church over there. Here we're coming up on Culberson, looking both ways, making sure there's no traffic. Now we're gonna get on this gravel. Got some potholes full of mud. Got the mailman. Oh, we got a mud puddle here. I'm gonna stop for a second. Okay, this is another thing this trekking pole is good for. I can just kind of, I don't know if y'all can see that, I can just kind of put it down without having to put my foot down. I don't even have to put my left foot down. And I can put this trekking pole down and just stop at a stop sign. And then decide whether or not I want to go. This is a blind corner, so to my left, I can't tell if somebody's coming or not. You've got this mud puddle that I don't want to like ride circles around in. There may be a deep hole in there that I could fall into. So I'm gonna just kind of creep up here, stop, look both ways, and then proceed. And that level of stability comes from having this trekking pole and being able to put it down on my right side where there's not a real knee or a real foot, where you would typically just fall over, not having those two bodily anatomical features. So that is a technique that I invented. It's going to change the world for single leg above the knee amputees. When it picks up, they're going to find out that a bicycle is the best mobility device, better than anything that ever dreamed of, once others start picking up on that. But there's a lot of people out there teaching amputees how to ride a bicycle, specifically single leg above the knee amputees, and they don't know that. It's like people with two real legs trying to tell somebody who's dealing with a problem that they're not dealing with. They're the ones teaching these amputees how to ride a bike, and a lot of them are falling over, getting hurt and discouraged. So I hate to see that, but that's why I explain this stuff every time I get a chance to put a video camera on it, what I'm doing. Because I am the best single leg amputees in the world. It's not really just because I'm genetically gifted athletically, it's more because of my brain, the knowledge I've accumulated, acquired, invented. That can all be shared. It can all be shared with others. Others can benefit from that. So that's what I'm doing by putting a video on these rides, in addition to just helping some of y'all see my neighborhood, what it's like, where I live. 'Cause most of y'all haven't never been here. Most of my Facebook friends aren't from Gainesville, and that's just because I'm online, and people can connect with somebody online a lot better than they can by actually making a physical trip to a community like this. So that's okay, I understand. All right, so we're gonna try to turn left here. We got this truck. We're gonna cut through this driveway right here. We got another gentleman on a bicycle. I believe this man is a veteran. I'm not sure, but he's a guy I see cycling around a lot in the community. Good guy, good guy. How are you doing? Good. You are a veteran, aren't you? Are you a veteran?
No, I never was in the military.
People always ask me that too. No, I wasn't a veteran either. You're still awesome though. Keep riding, man. Keep riding. All right, so we're gonna go over here so we can kind of sweep around here and look for traffic. So now we see there's nothing coming that way, nothing back there. We're gonna cut across to this gravel road right here. I'm gonna cut through this neighborhood. Nice little alleyway. I like it. I wish these were everywhere. Not much traffic. Plenty of shade. All right, so there used to be a blind man who lived there, and I was his paper boy. I would throw his paper every month, and I wondered, how did he read his paper? He had a Sing eye dog. He would walk around Gainesville, and ultimately I learned that he would take that paper, use his Sing eye dog to take that paper to visit one of his friends who would read the paper to him. All right, we're cutting through this parking lot. Got to watch around this corner here. Both corners really, but no traffic. Boys and Girls Club right here. It's shut down because of COVID. Boys and girls can't get together for the time being. All right, so we're gonna nice smooth sidewalks. So So the employees are here. The employees are here at this boys club. And I know that because their cars, I recognize their cars. I ride by here so fast that I know what they drive. They're holding down the fort until the kids can come, which I don't think they're doing right now. Don't think they're coming here after school, but they might be. I don't know. The last I heard, it was shut down. Just as a precautionary measure. All right, so we got no cars coming here. I'm gonna cross the railroad track over here now. We're on Jefferson Street. Nobody to the left. How's it going? Good, good. So this is a pretty high traffic road, but not too bad. It's in pretty bad shape, but the only bridge, one of the few bridges in town that goes over Elm Creek is right there. So there used to be more bridges, at least one over on the street over there, but it was shut down, which funnels more traffic onto this road. So got Fulton Recycling to my right. Whoa, we got a truck, but they got a stop sign, so we're doing all right. All right, they're gonna turn this way. More recycling over here to the right, recycling place. This is a beautiful white German Shepherd right here. Look at that dog, look at that beautiful German Shepherd. I think Bella would like him as a boyfriend. He's beautiful, big, strong, masculine looking shepherd. I'm always looking closely at the German Shepherds around here because I have a female German Shepherd and I'm gonna breed her eventually. So I'm looking for a male to breed her to. I haven't talked to those people, but I do like their dog. He looks really good, but she's not in heat yet. She's not old enough, so I just kind of keep tabs on all the neighborhood German Shepherds, including my own. This was part of my paper route as a kid. I used to throw newspapers here every day after school. While other kids were in athletics, I was riding my bicycle, throwing newspapers, making money, which turned out to be pretty athletic. But I learned how to ride, you know, from a young age, how to ride safely and minimize risk. The risk of getting hit. So I was hit. I have been hit a few times. You either learn from that or adapt, or you don't learn. You just keep making the same mistakes over and over again, which is crazy, insanity. Used to be buildings out here, over there. A lot of development has left this area because it's in a floodplain. This has flooded multiple times and caused people to kind of abandon their homes and businesses right here. They've been just plowed over, which may be a good thing, but they did do some work on the creek to reroute the creek and make water move through faster, which it hasn't flooded since then. So maybe that was the fix rather than moving out of these neighborhoods, but I don't know. Railroad Street. A lot of times there's dogs that'll come out and chase you on this street, especially on Sundays when animal control is not on duty. Some pretty German Shepherds over here. They're usually asleep this time of day. Sure enough, they're not going to come out and try to bark at me from across the fence. All right, so we got a blind corner here because of this fence. All right, so we got to ease into it. Nobody here. And we have another blind corner right here. Got to turn left. Gotta make sure they don't come out and plow over me if there is somebody coming. All right, we're good. How are you doing? Good, thanks. All right. Today's a Friday. A lot of kids getting out of school early today. Feels good to finally be back doing this. All this wind, using my own power to do it. Silence. Don't have a big motor like on a motorcycle drowning out your thoughts, scaring away the wildlife. I'll be back out on those gravel roads soon, but for now, happy doing this. There's no rush to do that. Back across the railroad. This is Shopmeyer Street that we're on. I mean Belcher Street. All right. Turn right here. Used to be horses in this field to the left when I was a kid. They had Shetland ponies on the other side of this tree line. And I would walk over here and pet those ponies and give them grass and dream about having my own horse someday, which happened ultimately, but I never got a Shetland pony or a miniature pony. I got quarter horses, thoroughbreds, and Clydesdales. So by the time I could have a horse, I could have whatever horse I wanted. The bicycle really makes a great horse because you can think for it. You know, a horse thinks for itself. And no matter how well you train it, in an environment like this, or any environment really, it can react in ways that you don't want it to react. So the bicycle, you don't have to feed it. If you get hurt, like get a broken leg, you can stick it in the shed for months. Can't do that with a horse. They gotta eat every day, and they're always thinking for themselves. Which is great unless you're trying to have 100% control. Alrighty. Four-way intersection. I don't have a stop sign, but I still gotta watch. Be on a motorcycle, right, bicycle. Can't afford to get hit. All right, I got a car right there. It's turning, so I'm gonna get out here. Got a basketball goal in the street. So far we've gone about 4 miles. Hear a kitten over there. Little kitten meowing. Sounded hungry, hungry little kitten. Going into a headwind now, so not quite so fast. Since this is my first ride with the GoPro, I'm interested to see if the wind makes a noise as it brushes over the microphone. There is a setting on the GoPro for riding a bicycle. That's what I've got it on, so maybe this wind that normally causes a lot of noise while I'm videotaping, maybe it won't do that. We'll see when I watch this video. I will know when I watch it. All right, so we got a gravel road right here. I think I'm gonna turn onto it, dodge the mud puddles. Headwind. Oh. Climb into this headwind. Be careful here because this is Dixon Street and it's busy. About to get onto it. Okay, we're good. We're good over here. Although we do have a car coming up behind us, so I'm gonna get over on the other side. Got a car here. I think I'm just gonna cut across this field. Hopefully I don't get into any mud. Cutting across the grass is always a fun option. Oh, we do have some mud here, so I'm gonna kind of get into the lightest mud right here. And now we're on some more stability, more stable ground. We're still going in the headwind. Ferment grain steam. That's okay. Alright, so we gotta watch for cars here. No cars coming. Get back up here on the road. go too far today. Been going 15 to 20 miles a day. It's time to cut back a little bit, get a little rest. So I'm gonna go up here, show y'all a little more of the neighborhood, and then not gonna make that same loop twice. Witherspoon Street. See how far we've gone now. About 4.5 miles. We had gone actually 3 3/4 when I last looked at it. So we'll finish up today having gone about 5 miles. Could do 20 miles or more, but just feel like taking it easy in this cold and considering what I've done over the last few days. Somebody over here. Church right there. We're clear to cross, so that's what we're going to do. St. Mary's football field, school to the left. This is nice. The wind is really like a crosswind, tailwind. Just gonna kind of cruise down. One-way street, so still got to watch behind me. Always got to have eyes in the back of the head for traffic. Gone 5 miles now. Now we're on the red brick road again. So that was fun and easy. We're just gonna let that kind of be it for today. So a lot of times I'll do that same loop multiple times, or I have been, you know, recently since I've started recovering and riding after the broken leg. But there's still a lot of traffic here in town, so I look forward to getting back out on the roads. But the reason I've got this GoPro on here is just kind of test it out. It's not mine, I'm borrowing it. But if I could get this, you know, this kind of video surveillance for all of my rides, then that guy who tried to kill me would be in jail right now, because he tried to hit me on purpose. And if he didn't, then he was high on drugs, and he still tried to hit me on purpose, but because he was so high he couldn't remember. Or maybe he had dementia. He was 71 years old, but he's not from here. But he lives here. I don't know, I guess he does, I don't even know. So anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. I'm gonna turn off the video. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.